Hi students, welcome all. Today I am here with you to introduce a new subject, that is business regulation. It is included in your third semester curriculum. In this subject you have to study 5 modules. The main aim of studying this paper is helping the students to give awareness regarding business law. Now let's start. The topics for today's discussion are meaning and definitions of law, sources of law and classification of law. So, first we can begin our class with a famous quote, that is ignorantia juris non excusat. The meaning of this quote is ignorance of law is not an excuse. So, this is the main reason behind studying this subject. Every person should understand the laws which are prevailing in our country. Without law, a peaceful living is impossible. Now we have a look on what is law. Law denotes rules and regulations established by authority through legislation or custom. Every state all around the world enforces law to regulate the behavior of individuals and groups. In short, while implementing law, the government ensures justice, peaceful coexistence and social order. We can say that law is a rule of external human action enforced by the political authority. There are mainly 3 elements which are included in a law. They are a body of rules, external act of human beings governed by rules, and a sovereign political authority enforcing rules. That means a law includes a body of rules, external act of human beings and the controlling of political authority. Next, we can study the main sources of law. That means how law is established. We identified 5 sources. They are customs and usages, writings of the great jurist, judgment of the court, foreign law and statutes or acts. So, the first one is customs and usage. The rules which are used by our ancestors are used today also. So, this is one of the source of law. Next is writings of the great jurists. The writings of the jurists are taken for making law. In England, most of the laws are modified by great jurists. Indian court is also used their opinion in several cases. So, writings of the great jurists is also one of the important source of law. Next one is judgment of the court. Sometimes judgment of the court will lead to the introduction of new law. Next is foreign law. Foreign law is the another source of law. Foreign law means the law which is followed by another country. Indian law are mainly based upon English law. Statute or act. Statute or act are passed by the parliament or legislature of the state. Sometimes this will become law of that state. Next, we can study the classification of law. We can classify the law into 4 heads. They are public law and private law, civil law and criminal law, statute and common law, national and international law. So, first we can discuss public law and private law. Public law is a part of law. This law is applicable to state and the people who residing in that state. Public law is mainly concerned with the legal relationship between the state and the individual. The main aim of public law is promoting social objectives and protection of the individual interest. Criminal law, constitutional law and administrative law are included in public law. Now, we can discuss private law. It is also an important part of law. Private law controls the relationship of citizens with one another. This law fixes a limit of relationship among individuals. Beyond that limit, individual cannot go. The primary purpose of private law is protection of interest. Law of contracts and law of property are the main forms of private law. Next is civil law and criminal law. Civil law is the law of state as applicable in the judiciary. Criminal law is the law relating to crime. All other law excluding criminal law is come under civil law. Next is statute law and common law. Law passed by the Parliament or Assembly are known as statute law. Indian Contract Act and Sale of Goods Act are the example of statute law. Next one is common law. It is the oldest unwritten law. This law was based on customs and practices which are passed from generation to generation. Next is national law and international law. National law is also called state law or municipal law. That means law applicable within a state is called national law. Next is international law. International law deals with the external relationship of the country with other country. Now moving on to the next topic, that is definitions of various law. In this head we studied various definitions of law. First we can study the definition of natural law. Natural law means the principle of natural right and wrong. Next is customary law. Customary law means those rules and principles which have been observed in a particular community for a long time. Next is moral law, which is also known as ethical law. Moral law deals rules for conduct of an ideal standard for human being. This law deals principle of right conduct, principle of natural justice and fair play. Next is conventional law. Conventional law provide rules and regulations followed by two parties for the smooth conduct of each other. Clubs, trade unions, business association, etc. follow this law. Next is constitutional law. It is the basic and fundamental law of the state which determine the structure of the state. Next is administrative law. Administrative law is the law relating to the organization and services performed by various administrative agencies of the government. Next is civil law. Civil law creates a framework which deliver the right and obligation of individual in their dealings with one another. So these are all about various definitions of various sectors of the law. So I hope in this video you will get an overall idea about meaning and definitions of law, sources of law and classification of law. So see you in the next class. Thank you.